Have you ever sat down to focus but somehow ended up scrolling your phone, checking 3 emails, and cleaning your desk for the third time? Yeah, same. In a world where attention is the new currency, most of us are going broke. But imagine this. You wake up with clarity. You know exactly what needs to be done. You do it. No chaos, no endless distractions. Just deep, meaningful focus. This isn't a fantasy. This is how the Stoics lived, more than 2,000 years ago. In this video, we'll break down 9 Stoic focus principles that actually work in real life. These aren't vague quotes, they're practical mind tools used by people like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca, and they'll change how you work, think, and live. But before we dive in, if you're someone who wants to get more done, stress less, and think more clearly, hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell icon, because we drop powerful, no-fluff videos that make your mind sharper every single week. You don't need more time, you need fewer distractions. And the Stoics had a word for this disciplined mindset: apatheia. Now don't confuse it with apathy or not caring. Apatheia means inner calm and freedom from unnecessary emotions or impulses, like the urge to check your phone every 5 minutes. Seneca wrote, "If a man knows not to which port he sails, no wind is favorable." And in today's world, distractions are the storm and your phone is the anchor. What does this look like today? It means building your environment for focus instead of relying on willpower. Because let's be honest, if your phone's next to you buzzing with notifications, you're not working, you're waiting to be interrupted. Try these Stoic distraction killers. Use the essential or not rule. When something demands your attention, ask, "Is this helping me fulfill my purpose?" If not, ignore it. Create a sacred hour. Choose 1 hour a day. No phone, no social media, no noise. Just focused work. That 1 hour can change everything. Train your attention like a muscle. Start with 10 minutes of deep focus, then 20, then 30. You don't need to go monk mode on day 1, just practice. He is most powerful who has power over himself. Seneca that includes the power to close tabs, put your phone in another room, and say no to distractions pretending to be urgent. Focus isn't a skill you're born with. It's a muscle you train by eliminating what doesn't matter. Practice voluntary discomfort. This might sound strange at first, but stay with me. The Stoics believed that the best way to build focus was to practice discomfort on purpose. Why? Because discomfort forces you to push past mental resistance. It's like mental push-ups, Epictetus said. Freedom is the only goal, and you will find it in a disciplined life. What he meant was, embracing discomfort is a way of freeing yourself from distractions, comfort, and easy escapes. How does this build focus? Let's break this down. When you willingly face something uncomfortable, you learn to control your reactions. Whether it's sitting in silence, fasting for a day, or waking up early, you're saying to your mind, you don't always get to be comfortable. That trains your mind to focus, to resist distractions, and to stay sharp even in hard situations. Simple. Ways to practice voluntary discomfort. Cold showers. Start with 30 seconds of cold water after your regular shower. Sounds harsh? It is. But it teaches your mind to stay present through discomfort. Skip a meal. Skip lunch once a week. Feel the hunger and focus on what you're doing without distractions. It'll help you stop procrastinating when you're too hungry or too tired to focus. Set a hard wake-up time. Set your alarm an hour earlier than usual, without hitting snooze. The discomfort of waking up early will train your mind to act before it feels ready, which is key for focus. Stay still for 10 minutes. Sit in a chair, no phone, no distractions. Just be. This is harder than it sounds, but it teaches you to sit with your own thoughts without seeking an escape. Why does this work? Each time you push through discomfort, you're strengthening your ability to focus in the face of challenges. You get better at doing hard things, which builds mental toughness. Remember, focus isn't just about sitting down and getting stuff done. It's about making yourself unmoved by whatever chaos is around you. The Stoics weren't just about action. They were also about reflection. Each day they took time to reflect on their thoughts, actions, and how they spent their energy. This practice isn't just some old-school habit. It's a game changer for focus. Marcus Aurelius wrote in his journal, "At the end of the day, ask yourself, what did I do? What did I fail to do? Did I follow my purpose, or did I let distractions win? If you failed, don't judge yourself. Just learn and move forward." Why does reflection matter? When you reflect on your day, you create awareness. You don't just let the hours slip by. You track what worked, what didn't, and what you want to improve. This keeps you focused and moving forward. How to practice evening journaling. Stoic style. Set aside 10-15 minutes before bed. Sit down with a journal or notebook. The key is consistency. Make it a daily habit. Ask yourself 3 simple questions. What did I do today to move closer to my goal? What distractions or mistakes did I let get in the way? What can I improve tomorrow? Don't judge. Just observe. The goal isn't to criticize yourself. The Stoics didn't beat themselves up. It's about learning and improving. Celebrate small wins. If you stuck to your focus today, write it down. This helps train your brain to see progress, which fuels motivation. The power of repetition. Daily reflection is like sharpening a knife. The more you reflect, the more focused you become. You stop wasting time on things that don't matter and start aligning every action with your purpose. The Stoics didn't just react to life, they designed their days. Through reflection, they kept their focus locked in. Have you ever looked at the clock and realized hours slipped away without you even noticing? This is where memento mori comes in, one of the most powerful Stoic concepts. Memento mori means, remember that you will die. It's not meant to be dark or morbid. It's a wake-up call. A reminder that time is limited, and once it's gone, you can't get it back. Seneca put it bluntly. Time is the one thing you can never get back. It's the most valuable thing you have. The Stoics didn't waste time. They recognized that life is short, so they focused only on what really mattered. How does this build focus? Knowing your time is limited changes how you spend it. When you understand that every minute is precious, distractions seem silly. Procrastination fades away. It's simple. If you waste time, you waste your life. How to use memento mori to focus. Start each day with this thought. Today could be my last. How will I use this time? Take small breaks to reflect. Throughout the day, take a minute to remind yourself of your limited time. That quick pause can bring your focus back. Prioritize, like it's your last day. If today were your final day, would you be spending time on social media? Would you be procrastinating? Probably not. So why do it today? Make every task count. If you value your time, you'll start focusing on quality over quantity. Instead of doing a bunch of small, meaningless tasks, focus on what truly moves the needle. When you value time like gold, everything changes. Distractions lose their grip on you, and you start getting more done in less time. Your focus sharpens, because you're always thinking about the value of each moment. Have you ever looked at the clock and realized hours slipped away without you even noticing? This is where memento mori comes in, one of the most powerful Stoic concepts. Memento mori means, remember that you will die. It's not meant to be dark or morbid. It's a wake-up call. A reminder that time is limited and once it's gone, you can't get it back. Seneca put it bluntly. Time is the one thing you can never get back. It's the most valuable thing you have. The Stoics didn't waste time. They recognized that life is short, so they focused only on what really mattered. How does this build focus? Knowing your time is limited changes how you spend it. When you understand that every minute is precious, distractions seem silly, procrastination fades away. It's simple. If you waste time, you waste your life. How to use memento mori to focus. Start each day with this thought. Today could be my last. How will I use this time? Take small breaks to reflect. Throughout the day, take a minute to remind yourself of your limited time. That quick pause can bring your focus back. Prioritize, like it's your last day. If today were your final day, would you be spending time on social media? Would you be procrastinating? Probably not. So why do it today? Make every task count. If you value your time, you'll start focusing on quality over quantity. Instead of doing a bunch of small, meaningless tasks, focus on what truly moves the needle. When you value time like gold, everything changes. Distractions lose their grip on you, and you start getting more done in less time. Your focus sharpens, because you're always thinking about the value of each moment. In today's world, multitasking is a badge of honor. But let's face it, multitasking doesn't work. It might feel productive, but in reality, it's just a recipe for scattered attention, poor quality work, and burnout. The Stoics? They have never been fans of multitasking. Their focus was sharp and their energy was intentional. Seneca said, "We are more often frightened than hurt, and we suffer more in imagination than in reality." When you juggle too many things, you end up dividing your attention and causing more stress than necessary. Why does single tasking matter? When you focus on one task at a time, your brain can go into a flow state. This is where deep concentration happens. When you're fully engaged, you get better results in less time. Marcus Aurelius also said, "Focus on what is in front of you, not on what's happening around you." How to practice single tasking, Stoic style. Start small. Begin with just 1 hour of undistracted work. No phone, no emails, no checking social media, just pure focus. Use time blocks. Break your day into blocks of time for specific tasks. During each block, do only that task. For example, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Work on Project X, 10:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. Answer emails, 11:30 a.m. to 12 p.m. Walk and reflect. Eliminate the open loop. Close every tab, app, and program you don't need for the task at hand. Keep your workspace clean. This reduces mental distractions. Practice delayed gratification. Don't check your phone or notifications until after you complete a task. The Stoics weren't about instant gratification. They knew that focus brings greater long-term rewards. The real power of single tasking. When you focus on one thing at a time, you're not just getting more done, you're getting it done better. Imagine being fully immersed in your work, thoughts flowing, and time flying by. That's when you know you've mastered focus. Train your mind like a muscle. The Stoics believed that, just like physical strength, mental strength could be developed through consistent practice. You don't just wake up with focus. You build it, like you would build muscle at the gym. Epictetus said, "We are disturbed not by what happens to us, but by our thoughts about what happens." This is powerful. It means that no matter what happens externally, you can control how you respond internally. That's the key to focus. Why does mental training matter? Your mind, just like any muscle, gets stronger the more you challenge it. The Stoics didn't wait for focus to come to them. They actively trained for it. This made them resilient in the face of distractions, adversity, and tough situations. When you train your mind, you make focus a habit. It becomes automatic. You don't have to fight it. How to train your mind for focus, Stoic style. Meditation and mindfulness. Start with 5–10 minutes of sitting in silence, focusing on your breath. Every time your mind wanders, gently bring it back. This is like a mental workout for focus. Mental challenges. Do something challenging every day, whether it's learning something new, solving puzzles, or reading something difficult. This builds mental stamina. Control your reactions. When something disrupts you, a noise, a distraction, a problem, resist the urge to react immediately. Pause, breathe, and choose how to respond. Visualization. Visualize yourself focusing deeply on a task. Imagine staying completely absorbed, blocking out all distractions. This trains your brain to do it in reality. The result of training your mind. When you practice focus every day, it becomes second nature. No distraction is strong enough to pull you away, because you've built up the mental muscle to resist it. Master the art of patience. In a world that demands instant results, patience is a powerful Stoic weapon. The Stoics weren't about rushing. They knew that great things take time, and true focus requires patience. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Be like the rock that the waves keep crashing over. It stands unmoved, and the raging of the sea falls still around it." In other words, patience isn't just about waiting. It's about staying calm and focused in the process. It's about trusting that if you stay consistent, the results will come. Why does patience matter for focus? Patience removes the urgency and pressure to see immediate results. When you're patient, you don't feel the need to rush through tasks. You can take your time, put in the effort, and allow things to unfold naturally. How to cultivate patience. Stoic style. Shift your perspective on time. Stop thinking of time as your enemy. Instead, see it as an opportunity to grow and improve. Little by little, every small effort counts. Accept what you cannot control. Patience comes from the understanding that you can only control your actions, not the outcome. If you do your best and stay consistent, the results will follow in time. Focus on the process, not the outcome. Rather than obsessing over the end goal, enjoy the journey. Whether it's working on a project or learning a new skill, appreciate the progress you make day by day. Use delayed gratification. Challenge yourself to delay rewards. For example, work for an hour before checking your phone. Over time, you'll build greater patience and control over your impulses. The power of patience. Patience allows you to focus on the work itself, rather than getting distracted by the desire for instant gratification. It helps you stick to your goals even when progress feels slow. This deep, patient focus leads to lasting success.